Yes, Guruji. So you were talking about martial arts that you have trained
Hmm.
your students. You train martial arts even today to your students.
Hmm.
So I really want to know, like, how does your diet look like? What meals do you consume? Because there's a lot of false diet being
Hmm.
promoted
Of
all
course.
over.
Yeah.
That's why.
My diet is sunlight mostly. If you get sunlight, you can eat anything.
Never heard. I'm listening to this for the first time.
You produce energy through the sun. Yeah. Why do you eat? For energy, right?
Energy.
Huh. Your mitochondria need some source, some fuel, so that they can convert it into ATP molecules, which is directly usable as energy by all the cells. But what does the mitochondria convert into ATP molecules? Electrons. So we are also an electric device. But the thing is, instead of plugging to a charger clumsily, we can eat food. And that food will get converted into electricity. And that all depends on your mitochondrial health. So if your mitochondrial health is good, you can eat a lot of junk and get away with it, man. Like I love junk food, like uh, chaklis and sweets, and I keep eating that all the time. Nothing happens. Uh, but if anybody else eats like that and doesn't get the amount of sunlight that I do, they'll be very sick. Okay?
But we live in the same time where the sunscreens are so much marketed.
Yeah. Thames Nadi. What to do? It is flowing in everyone's ear like this. It will wash their two eyes and go out of the other ear every day. This is one of the pathways, tributaries. Everyone has become a tributary of Thames Nadi themselves. I can't help you. You have to drop your ego that this is a superior state. Your state of ignorance is a superior state, somebody thinks. Yeah, I don't really have what to become a yogi because I'm already got a lot of things going on. I'm happy in my life, in my Thames Nadi. There's an illusion of happiness also inside. You don't even know what happy is. Happy is a state of body, man. Yeah. Where does happiness live in your body? Everything will be happy.
But now we get happiness by, getting all these materialistic things. Like if you want to feel
Happiness is an
happy,
energy field. It's the sweetness of your energy field. That is happiness. People who come in that energy field, they'll also become happy automatically. Like even cops who catch me become happy and let me go. They just let me go. I didn't have a license for years and years and years because the cops would just let me go. And then finally, Modi ji made it very strict and 5,000 rupees fine, 10,000 rupees fine. I'm like, okay, man, I'll go and get a license. It was so hard to get a license. My God, so many people, so much Thames Nadi. That line only was like Thames Nadi. Line of people standing there. I had to go some 13 times to Kullu from uh, Nagar, which is 25 kilometers in the mountains. It takes 1 hour. Okay. 1 hour, reach there, stand in line, and then they'll close the counter. Then I have to come back again next day earlier. Then finally, when you reach there, they'll find something wrong with your document. Then you have to go and come back again. Like this 13 times. I had to apply for my license and I finally got it. But
One thing which is interesting me about you is your tattoos.
uh,
So like the yogis out there, they don't promote tattoos or something, but you having it is.
what I like tattoos, I'll keep tattoos. What's the problem? Whose problem is my
But
body?
do you think it has some significance when you get tattooed?
Yeah, this is Uluka, the Vahan of Lakshmi. This is Garud, the Vahan of Vishnu. That's me, the Garud. You saw the puja? Uh, so, why can't I get a tattoo? Who's gonna stop me? But now I realize I don't want any more tattoos because I want to absorb sun. The tattoo blocks the sun. But it's okay. I can handle these two. And then I get a lot of sun.
okay.
Somehow it happens.
Guruji, you were earlier talking about death
Uh,
and everything. So you basically, I think you have like a YouTube channel called Understanding Death.
understanding death, yeah.
Yeah. Why do we need to understand death, and why do you think it is important? Is it important for us to understand our death?
Yeah,
But why, Guruji?
because you'll die if you don't understand it.
But anyways, we are going to die, right?
No, if you understand it, you won't die.
I didn't, I still didn't
If you
get it.
understand how death happens, you can stop it. Yeah, what? If you
But
understand how COVID happens, we could stop it, right?
yes,
Like that.
but somewhere our physical body ages, so I
It
think we.
ages because you don't give yourself time to repair. You're not
Mm.
tamasic enough to repair. You're just rajasic all the time, like active, 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 active. When are you giving rest? Body recovers in the rest. So in a day, you should work this much and rest this much. Then you'll become immortal, you know, because your body regenerates. Just sit in the sun, sit in nature, and your body will regenerate. Just plug in, go, sit here. You'll hear the sounds. The peacock and butterfly will dance on your nose. Something and all will happen. Before you know it, all the nature spirits would have rubbed you nicely, healed you, put things on you. They'll do. I've cured people of so many diseases by telling them to go out in nature, and some serious diseases that they're calling back after few weeks and saying, Guruji, you just told me to go out in the sun and not turn on the light after night and see what happened to me. They're sending before after photos. You know how like people with bent spine got straight, then people losing hair got hair back, people with bad stomach got fixed, people with injuries for years started to get mobile again. So all these, this is called aging. No? You might be 30, but then your age will be 40. You might be 40, but your age will be 60 by then. Well, you might be 50, but your age will be like 200.
But do you think, like, as a normal human being,
Uh,
once you leave this physical body,
uh.
is there an afterlife for
Yeah,
us?
there is. Yeah, you'll meet us yogis over there. Uh. We only take you across. There is a river called Vaitharni. Only the Garuds can fly across. And if you come there and you latch onto our leg, we'll bring you back here. That's like that. That river is a moat around the world of the dead. If you cross it, so there are a lot of people suffering in a lot of hells in the world of death. You go to the talas, no? Which means souls, like below the souls of creation. You go and they're called like Patala is a famous tala, Patal. Okay, so like that there are many talas, Rasatala, Mahatala, Talatala. Okay, so there are Sutala, Vitala, Atala, and all that. Okay, there are different kinds of suffering there. It's like a normal world, but there's just so much injustice and suffering and no power. So people are stuck in those. Those are your pitrus, the people who are your ancestors. They are stuck there. And when the river thins, they'll be able to reach out to you. That's why you should learn Death Yoga because ancestors are reaching out to you. you. Your job is to help them. It's your duty to help them because they have an investment in your body. You don't want their curses on you. So I've taught a very simple technique. Just rub yourself like this. During this Amavasya Hundme, like new moon and full moon, people start getting feelings and emotions which are not theirs. It's coming from the Pitrus. It's just coming in through them. Somehow it's coming in through them. And then they want to dance some tandav, right? Instead, they can just say, "Thank you for contacting me, Pitru. Please go into this blue flame and send him into the blue flame. My guru will take care of it personally. That's his flame, blue flame. Okay? So you put it into Mahathir Babaji's blue flame. 1, 2, 3. Take it off the ring finger and put it. And you do this. This is a nadi called Pitru Nadi, where the Pitrus take control of your body, and then you can give them liberation with this technique. So that means they're liberated from that suffering, and at least they can be born in the lokas, like earth or higher than earth. Okay, higher than earth is boring because there's not much evil. So, earth, bhu mandala, bhu bhuvar swar loka. These are the mandala where everyone wants to be born. They want to be born as a god in Swarloka, or they want to be born as an elemental in the Bhuvarloka, like light being, or they want to be born like us in Bhuloka, which has the Panchamahabhutas. Our body is made from that. So when you understand all these things, then you can live a conscious life, right? There's some continuity, right? Then you see, oh my God, yeah, this is what I must have been in my past births. You start getting an understanding of it. Yeah, that's all important. That's why I'm making the channel. And a lot of people suddenly lose their child or something, and they want to know why. then life has become living hell. So depressed people used to find me and come into my house long back in Mysore. Now I don't encourage all this because they can inform me if somebody is dead on Instagram and I will take care of it. But you can't ask me further questions because sometime one day I met this person and when I met him, he's like, "Thank God I'm dead. I was dying in that life, and I just want to be in a life where I'm not so restricted and stupid. Will you make me your student, Guruji?" I said, "Okay." And then I took him across to such a birth, but his wife was not happy. It's like, we both used to do so much for moksha. Are you saying he didn't get moksha? And I'm like, I don't know about your sadhana. He didn't mention it also. He said his life was suffering. That's not a good report card on you, I said. So then she got very upset. So I just want to avoid all this drama because souls will choose their truth and the truth appears bitter to everyone. When they hear the truth about the state of their relationship, it's very bitter. And somehow I seem to know it because I have talked to the soul man. Okay. So don't you think this is a useful skill? You're asking me why I should learn about death?
It is no.
Yeah.
But whatever happens in our past or future or previous birth or the way we die, everything they tell it's because of karma, whatever we do.
Hmm.
And so many people tell that what we
So,
are born in is a
hmm,
karma bhumi. So
it is.
whoever born has to do a karma, either good or bad. So how do we change that in our life? Like,
Stop sulking and play the game.
okay,
If you have a karma, you have a dharma. Without a karma, you don't have dharma. If you have a karma, your dharma is to overcome it. No, if it's a bad karma. If it's a good karma, your dharma is not to use it and misbehave with others. No,
and then you get the artha.
then you get artha. Karma gives you dharma. Then you get artha. Why? Artha will come because people will love you. They'll send you money. Bindas. Where does money come from? Other people's bank account. This simple answer people don't know when I ask them, where does money come from? Oh, from government, from this, from that. To you, where does it come from? Other people's bank account. Okay? So when you know that, shouldn't you be really nice to a lot of people so that they all give you money from the bank account? That's artha. That means you have to genuinely be nice, not for the money. You have to genuinely care. And then you can check. You know? So like I told you, check the quality of your friends, ask them 1 lakh rupees and see what happens.
But why does after this karma comes?
Karma comes only when artha is there because karma has to be done uh, in privacy, not in oyo. And you need to have the luxury for it. You you can't get that turned on in some small poor place, man. Can you? Yeah, I know. Some people just do it because they have a lot of alcohol and then they have sex. But it's not a turn on for anyone to be in such a small place. Like, if you're in a large place with no worries and no unsafety, how much more can you get turned on? So there are a lot of techniques of karma which is only taught to those who have the artha to afford it. Because giving that guy karma techniques, he will just misuse it. He will not create the atmosphere and the space required.
That's why Tantra is a very misheard or misinformation to the audience, I think.
Tantra is all the four dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Everything needs tantra.
But
They're focusing only on the kama tantra.
they have a bad image on it.
Why? Not read the Purana, Thames Nadi. They don't know who's Kamdev and how he's more powerful than Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. They don't know.
But this creation is so complicated to understand.
Yeah.
Like how you said, like Kamdev is more powerful than Shiva. Like if there is a, if like for a very layman perspective, if there is a concept of God, why does someone have to be powerful than someone?
They're not God. They are Nirgun Brahman, Sagun Brahman. Nirgun Brahman is one.
One, okay.
Yeah. Sagun Brahman is the play. Why everyone cries when there's play? Why can't you play? This is my question. Such deep whining about play, right? Everybody has. Why should we play? Why should we play is what you're asking. Play because it's fun. Take your karma, make it dharma. Why cry? It's a play. Play it. Why you're not playing? Why is this game there? Why is this game there? And what else you want to fill it with? You come up with an alternative creation. You think you're better than Devi. Tell me.
Is the play the Maya?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're telling me you're better than Devi's Maya. You can think of it better way. What, man? There's no limit to ego, no? People think they can design a better universe. And they tell me I have ego.
Like how you told, like, humans are very connected towards nature or the sun, the grass. You need to walk barefoot. Every ancient civilization has some psychedelic which they use. Like the Amazon people have the ayahuasca, or the Egyptians have the blue water lily.
Yeah.
You think that was really connected to us?
Yeah, we also have our sacred psychedelic herbs.
Yeah.
They're there. Yeah. And they're only given under the guidance of a shaman or a guru. Otherwise, you don't get together with your friends and do psychedelics. It can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, many people have lost their mental health doing it. I had a friend doing psychedelics, and after some time, he just lost it, man, mentally.
But what happens to a human body, Guruji? That's too much to take.
Yeah, you don't. You see, if it's produced by your body, these substances, they don't harm you. But if you're taking them artificially, you don't know how much to dose yourself. You cannot dose yourself like the body. You can't substitute it.
Yeah.
So you do yoga and get these substances naturally.
Our brain produces DMT, which is the same
Yeah.
as ayahuasca.
My brain produces a lot of DMT, man. Reality
Yeah.
is not like reality for me.
Okay.
It is very liquid reality for me because my brain produces and I see the Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, and Swarloka, everything I perceive when I'm sitting here. So I'm not having like how when you instead of a photo you can actually be somewhere. It's a 3D experience and how it's different. I mean, I can show you photos of this place, but is it the same as being here? So more sensory, multi-sensory, right? Like that, when you have your three sets of senses active, Bhuvarloka senses also, Bhuloka senses also, Swarloka senses also active, then your reality gets very psychedelic. Nothing is normal anymore. And there's a command over energy that is like fabulous command over energy because those two are energy worlds, like real energy worlds. Here is grosser, right? There is subtle, 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 and very powerful, potent. The potency goes up if you occupy worlds like Swarloka. You literally have the abilities of a god.
So that is where we'll attain peace or something. Or do we like?
You are unpeaceful because of injustice done to you. Understand this. And understand justice is the privilege of the powerful.
Okay.
If you're not powerful, don't cry for justice, you won't get it.
Very true.
So, what I'm teaching you is a way to be powerful. That's yoga. If you're powerful, you'll get your justice. You'll be having fun here. You'll not have injustice happening to you. It won't allow it. Your friends in the other lokas won't allow it. It's not possible. Tulsidas was captured by Akbar. Why? Because he blessed one lady saying, Sada Sukhagan Rahu. Right? And then what happened? She started crying because her husband had just died and she was part of the funeral procession. And she just fell at his feet and then he blessed her. So Bhagyavati Bhava. May you be forever, may you be like married, have a proper married life. She's like, my husband just died, what are you saying? And he's like, I don't know. The blessing came from Hanuman, not from me. And he walked off. And the husband who they were taking in the palki to burn him in Varanasi, again in the same ghat, he got up. And he's like, where are you taking me? What happened? And she was like shocked. So the news spread like anything, right? It reached Delhi, not Delhi, Fatehpur Sikri, where Akbar is. And he's like, catch that guy and bring him here. Make him teach me. Let him show us some miracles. We could use some miracles against our enemies. Something and all he started planning. He brought Tulsidas there. He said, you did a miracle. He's like, I'm sorry, he must have been thinking about somebody else. Sorry. So he said, throw him in jail. He's lying until he does a miracle. He can do a miracle and then get out of jail. Let's see. He started writing, started reading, reciting Hanuman Chalisa for 40 days. After 40 days, all hell broke loose. Monkeys started coming there and really troubling Akbar. So he had to move his capital from Fatehpur Sikri because of this monkey menace, and got into his harem and hit all his concubines. Fada, 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 everyone got. Then the spiritual advisor of Akbar told him, like, remove this man from the jail. And when he did that, everything stopped. Okay, so it's a different reality, right? Hanuman is his friend. Tulsidas is walking with Hanuman all the time.
But like how, like, we aren't that powerful. So Hanuman
Everyone is that powerful.
we just
Unless you
tap
go to
into it.
Thames Nadi, you don't understand power. Everyone is that powerful. They have to learn about it decently with the guru. Like, shut up and learn. I don't teach people who don't have complete trust in what I'm doing here. Because you have to understand that you're living in a kupa, in a very ordinary life. And yoga offers you the opportunity to get out of that ordinary life. And it also teaches you a lot of things, how to be a noble person, not somebody you're ashamed of, not a coward and somebody who complains and somebody who's a weakling. This is not your identity as a yogi, okay? So forget about your jujitsu class and your gym and that and this. That's not empowerment. Yoga is. Yoga will make you alert to subtle things that you never knew that existed.
This is truly, many people should wake up to this,
They will.
because such knowledge, I think, providing at such a free of cost just by watching a video or something, I think people should really, listen. And our Hindu culture holds so many valuables like this,
Yeah.
like how you said Hanuman Chalisa.
Yeah.
So
I've translated it.
mhm,
Yeah, properly. How to dream the Hanuman Chalisa. People are experiencing miracles after seeing 4 videos because they dreamt of Hanuman. Something else is happening to them. Good stuff. Yeah.
Also, like now, everyone, like the youths, everyone are like they are not able to find their true purpose in life and everything. What can be their first step that which they can take to find their purpose and what they can do?
I think do my 64-day challenge where I challenge you to become a better person. Take the challenge. That's the first step to do. Okay. The challenge costs 30,000, so don't expect it for free because we invest time in you and you get results. So that's what it is. It's nothing. It takes 3 months, but you get real transformation. Something amazing happens to you, which is what the youth need to do. The youth have been highly, like, toxically affected by the Thames Nadi. They no longer have even access to the natural faculties. They don't have. You know, you know how many mosquitoes are here, right? I took off. I was wearing a shirt before this because mosquitoes. And I said, "What am I doing? I'll take the shirt off and I made a prayer. And now no mosquitoes biting me.
I've
Nothing.
read the same thing in the book also, Autobiography of a Yogi. Like when they do something, the whatever they would doesn't want to come to them just
It
don't.
won't come. It's your
Yeah.
field. It's your energy field. Nothing will come to disturb this podcast also. It's possible, no, some bee can come and then sting someone and then we'll have to stop the podcast. It won't happen, those things. Because I made a prayer to all the invisible friends that I saw here. And they love my gems. So I kept all these gems out so that they also enjoy the knowledge that's coming here. They enjoy the drama that's happening here. So I kept all these little semi-precious stones because they just love the energy of crystals, the beings around us. And so you get a nice experience. No? Everybody has a good time.
Also, Guruji, why do yogis have like a long hair?
It's an antenna, man. See, because we're talking to other worlds. Yeah, we can't do it with hair like yours. We grow it nicely. The more you grow the hair, the more clear the connection. That's why try not to go bald. Men go bald. But it's okay if you practice and practice. And it also generates too much heat, so you will go bald. If you start connecting like that, then you have to do a lot of strategies to cool your head down. And then you regenerate your hair.
But even a hair holds so much significance.
Yeah.
That is the, infinite magic of a human body.
Yeah, man. People don't know, man. Dongis, no. One guy, spiritual guru, got asked, "What about the hair?" And it's like, "Oh, it's just a fashion." कुछ पता नहीं यार.
That's why many people like they don't trust, because there's a lot of fake like guru who are spreading fake knowledge,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's why there's lack of good knowledge, and that's why many people don't understand what's true and what's right.
I mean, there's lack of sincerity in the students.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's why you get junk teachers. The sincere students are all learning with me. I have 700 students now.
Okay.
So, just people lining up, sincere students. We get 3,000 applications every month. My team is not able to manage. That's how sincere people are when they really want to learn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talking about unreal gurus, I think the word Kundalini is the most mis, you know, misconcepted word.
Yeah.
Like no one knows what it is, but they just want to do it.
They have book knowledge.
Book knowledge, and I see Instagram stories like
They
DM
don't
for
even have book knowledge,
awakening.
actually. They don't even read the books. Yeah.
Yeah, DM for awakening or something, Kundalini awakening, Jagran. They use different kinds of words. So I think this is a very
I can awaken them. You take with a stick, give one on the kundi, their kundalini will be awakened.
But what is actual Kundalini like?
Kundalini means there is a kund here, okay? Your prana is divided into three. I mean, it has four states actually: solid, liquid, gas, and electric. Okay? We breathe in the prana here as a gas, and then as it comes lower and lower, it starts condensing into a liquid. And that liquid reaches there, and then it becomes cloud. And then it goes and snows prana on top of your head. So here there's solid prana, which is ice. So from there, your words melt that ice. And that ice keeps circulating according to your words. If your words are not hot enough, the ice won't melt and you'll have serious health problems. The words you think to yourself melt that ice. Okay? So everything starts with sound, I told you. So in the kunda here, in the liquid parts, breathing the prana from here, right at the bottom, the kunda extends from your tailbone till your leg, and a little bit of your pelvic girdle. So the kundalini lies coiled up in that pelvic girdle as Devi Shakti, which is running your body. It's your sexual energy. People do everything to make it off. They don't get light on the groin. Like nobody got, man. After they got puberty, nobody got light on the groin. So everyone has sexual health issues because they not got sunlight on the groin. It has to manage with the energy of your food only. And your food is not that great either. So then, so bad, right? So people treat this world, that sexual world, like they just don't even know anything about their lingam or the yoni. They don't know. Nothing they know. Okay? And boys are just like ejaculating in 2 minutes. 2 minutes to 5 minutes. And the woman is not even aroused. She's not even turned on. She's dry. And he's also not turned on. He's soft. And this is how people are. They don't know about this area, so they don't know Kundalini. Kundalini is your sexual energy. It has to be strong in you, like a lightning bolt. And you know what happens? Devi feels sexy. She comes from there to chakra, to chakra, to chakra, to chakra, to chakra, 9 chakras. And each chakra is her changing room. She changes into something else. She changes into something else. And then she finally arrives. It's the journey of the Navdurgas during Navaratri. Finally, she becomes Siddhidatri and she goes beyond that also.
So you are in Mysore. Navaratri is the most celebrated thing here.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you feel, Guruji? Like Chamundi Hills, like we are sitting on the foothills.
We're sitting at the feet of the mother right
Yeah.
now. Yeah. It's very powerful, you can feel it. It's
Yeah.
not an ordinary hill.
Yes.
Even Sadhguru got his enlightenment here.
Mm.
Hmm.
So it's like a very sacred hill. I mean, people have some great fantasies, man. They think they want to live in the Chamundi forest. So one guy had come with his blanket here to my Gurukulam, and that's when I removed the address
Mm.
of the Gurukulam. Now you can't find it.
Yeah.
Because some psycho had come here, man, with his boria bistar and like, blanket and everything. And he's like, I saw your podcast. You are always in the forest. I want to come and live with you in the forest.
Okay.
And he's not going. I said, I'm sorry, I can't. I told him nicely he's not going. So I had to turn him around slowly. There are some points. You can just turn someone. You don't need force. So I turned him. I used the electrical points. I took him outside the door and closed.
Hmm.
Then also he didn't go. He was just standing there. So people are psycho, man. Like cartoon spirituality.
Yes.
They learn about the spirituality in a cartoon.
Are those points you spoke about is where the spiritual nerve endings meet?
Yeah. So nadis.
Nadis,
Yeah.
yeah.
The end of the nadi is always.
So there are three, I think,
There are
Sushumna.
three main nadis:
Yeah.
Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. The left eye, the left ear, and the left nostril open to Ida nadi. The right eye, the right ear, and the right nostril open to the Pingala nadi. And the mouth, the anus, and the genitals open to the Sushumna nadi. Okay, so Kundalini is there. And there is a nadi called Saraswati, which goes inside. It's a straight one. That's what we call Sushumna. Sushumna is the name for all because Saraswati comes till your third eye, and from there on it becomes Brahmanadi. If your energy gets there, you will become a creator. But right now, Kundalini, the Saraswati Nadi will be as thin as a hair. So you had to widen it. The Guru has to teach you Shakti Chalana, how to widen it. And then that's a big bomb arousal that happens. Like you're always aroused after that. And sometimes you understand the difference then between sexual energy and sexual urge. You have a lot of sexual energy, but no urge, no lust. You just have a lot of sexual energy. And that's what it is. And it's alive and you're creative and you're fertile. You know, and everything works. Your body gets into shape, your life gets into shape, your career gets into shape, your relationship gets into shape, your health gets into shape. If Kundalini awakens, that's what good things are supposed to happen when Kundalini awakens, not Kundalini psychosis.
Yeah, but
How dare they put Kundalini psychosis? And why is the government not filing something against them?
and people like lose their mind, when that is suddenly activated, or they go
Yeah.
to doctors and they find
How is
people.
that Kundalini awakening, man? That is just you being so drowned in Thames Nadi that your powerlessness is not giving you results. You're going nuts. You're finding different ways to empower yourself instead of yoga. Yoga is the only way of empowerment. What do you think? There are many paths? No. There's only one path. You have to know the path of energy in your body. Kundalini yoga is the only way to empower yourself. But you have to begin where the teacher tells you to begin, and you have to be humble and shut up and learn. But people come to me sometimes, I already have my experiences. I've never shared my experiences with anyone. I'm going to share it with you. And I'm like, don't share. I don't want to know your experiences because it's full of shit. I got a light here, I got that here, I got a feeling here, I got a buzz here. I don't want to lose this, Guruji, when I do your program. I want to keep this and go from here to the next level. I said, you speak to my customer service. This is my customer service head. You speak him. Bring your head here, he'll speak to you. Yeah, I chase such people off, man. I love Swami Nityananda of Ganeshpuri. He's no longer there.
Okay.
He used to throw rocks at people.
Hmm.
Just sit. He sits at a higher place and they come and they start. He sees the stupidity coming there only. He'll throw a rock down. They'll turn around, they'll take the rock as prasad and go home and never come back and good things will happen to them. Maybe I should just do that. But I need a forest of siddhas. I'm not a loner like Swami Nityananda. So I don't throw stones. I make offers to people that they can't refuse. That's good for them. And they take it. It's good for me too. That's called symbiosis, collaboration, working together. Every business is a symbiosis between customer and the business owners, and not only owners, everyone who works there. It's a relationship, right? A sustainable relationship with clarity, and the frame is very clear what you can and cannot do, how to behave, how not to behave. It's so clear. Why we don't have this clarity with our family relationships? Why we don't have this clarity with our girlfriends and boyfriends?
Hmm.
Why you don't have this clarity? Your Citibank contract tells you, when you become an employee at Citibank, you will get a contract. Everything is listed what can go wrong, and a lawyer is hired for it. But if you hire a lawyer for your marriage, they're like, I see these people now trust. No, but the same guy will go and sign for something in his job. Too much hypocrisy.
So I think we have some questions about Shiva and Shakti.
Ask now.
So who is Shiva? To be very basic, like
The
uh,
question is not who is Shiva, it's like who is Shiva not? Because
okay.
every being alive is Shiva. Okay? Our Jiva, our Jiva is made up of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva and Shakti, and that's called Ardhanari. Okay? Our being. So this is Shiva, this is Shakti. She's around him. So if you look at the shape of a Shivlinga, you'll see this, right? Like this. This is Shakti's vagina, vulva, and this is Shiva's linga. So this is called a Shivalinga. So this is called linga and this is called alinga. This one. In Tamil they call it avadi. Okay? Alinga, linga forms the Shivlinga. This is who we are. That means the Shakti surrounds us according to who we choose to be. So you're Shiva. If you choose to be someone, your life will change according to that. Shiva is the riverbed. Shakti is the water that flows. If the riverbed is smooth, Shakti will be smooth. The riverbed is full of ups and downs, she'll be violent like that. You get it? So your life is that Shakti happening around you. Everything's happening around you. Shakti is outside of you. Shiva can perceive Shakti. But you yourself, you have to know who you are. You should not be one person one day, another behavior, another day, another behavior, another day, opposite behavior, another day. Why you should do? Have the same behavior everywhere with everyone. Why you have to have different behavior? That will mess up your Shakti also. So if the lingam is like this, Shakti will be like this. If the lingam becomes teda, then Shakti will flow like this. If lingam becomes like that, Shakti will flow like that. This looks pretty bad, no? It's a disaster. So if you keep changing your lingam, which is your identity, then it's a problem. People ask you, "Tera ling kya hai?" It means what is your gender, but actually it's what's your identity. Gender identity. Linga means identity. So what is your identity? Your Shakti will take that identity. Oh shit. Bad things will happen when you think that you're unfortunate. Horrible things will happen when you think that you're a victim. And ugly things will happen when you think that you're ugly. Even if you don't admit it, inside what your lingam is, what you cannot admit. That's called Yogamurti, Swamurti, self image. Your lingam is your self image. Okay? So I make people make a proper lingam of themselves. And when they do, life changes. Shakti will adopt. Okay, so Shiva and Shakti are inside us.
Yeah. Guruji, before getting into the next question,
Hmm.
I was watching one of your podcasts,
Hmm.
and then like I saw that you have met Shiva, the god. So how was that?
Shankarnath, not Shiva.
Yeah, like his uh,
Yeah,
in another avatar.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
the formless Shiva who has taken a saguna and he is
Okay.
considered a god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how was that experience like, Guruji?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of things I learned because suddenly a lot of things clicked to me and I realized how both of us are just a linga.
Hmm.
That's what I realized. That's what I realized when I went there.
Okay.
He just made me realize it. And that's all I had to learn there. Then I came back.
Where did you meet him?
Under the ocean. Yeah. Baba can take you. He just held my hand and he took me. He's been
Okay.
alive for 2700 years, 2700 years.
Hmm.
So I've been alive for 50 years. So it's okay. I'll wait until he teaches me all this stuff. That's why to be immortal, no? You really need to master your linga, then you'll become immortal, I'm telling you. And this is what the 64-day challenge is about. Master your linga. But if when I say it, it sounds bad, so I say 64-day challenge.
Why does Shakti take so many forms?
Why not? Because the linga is taking so many forms. I told
Okay.
you, linga is the river bed, Shakti is the water that flows.
So does it completely depend on us, like how everything around us happens?
Yes, absolutely.
So there is nothing called destiny.
That's why I would smile at the cops and they let me go because they're happy to see me.
Hmm.
So where does destiny come into play?
What is destiny?
There's
Why you
nothing
need
called.
that miserable idea?
Okay.
Nothing is destined. Even what is written in the Purans will happen in the Bhavishya Puran and all is not destined. You can change whatever you want, however you want. That's the joy. If you make a better proposal to Devi, do you think she'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have resources. I've already planned it, so I'm going to not take your advice"? Do you think she's going to say that? If you come up with a better proposal to Devi, "Hey, Devi, it's going this way in this shit way, but I have this great way in which it can go. What do you think?" And she'll say, "Okay, take." And the Shakti will come because you changed your linga. You're only Shiva, man. You're Shiva, but you have no relationship with Devi, and then you complain about loneliness. If Devi showers on you, she'll shower on you. The company of warriors, if you want. But you should be a warrior, no. Warrior will come and hang out one day with you. I don't think I like your lifestyle. Okay, bye. No, when you switch on the lights in the night, warrior will leave. Because he doesn't want to get all that artificial light. So that's what I'm saying. All the people in your life are the ones who are somehow connected with you, bonded with you. And why are they bonded with you? Because you're compatible. So people are complaining of some really bad shit in their life, but they're quite compatible with that. Like I had some really bad shit in my life. These neighborhood boys who were 18 years old beating me up when I was 12. I had some pretty bad things to complain about, but I didn't complain, man. I kept finding solutions. And when I really lost it, I asked Shiva, like, come on, man. Then he changed. I think Shiva changed my linga right there. My self-image just changed. I'm like, even as I was walking out, some of the boys are looking at me. I'm not scared anymore. I'm like, I suddenly feel the energy like a lion, like a tiger, because Babaji touched me here, right? Just his touch. A lot of my students come here on their birthday just to touch my feet so that they
Okay.
can get energy and go.
Hmm.
And when Babaji touched me last time, I got each time he touches you is Shaktipat, something will happen and you learn something new. And yeah, then of course your Shakti will become stable, no? Because your Linga is stable.
Yeah.
A Linga will become stable when Linga is stable.
Also, like you were talking about Hanuman. So,
Hmm.
what do you think is the significance of Hanuman in our Hindu culture?
Hanuman is a powerhouse of prana. He's called Pranadev also. Yeah, so when you chant Hanuman's mantras, any mantra which I have explained on my Hanuman Chalisa, please watch Hanuman Chalisa which I have made. It's a 4-part series and it's really mind blowing. So when you watch it, you'll understand everything about Hanuman. And when you chant, we were chanting Hanuman's mantra in his temple, and I have the video. I can send it to you. I don't know. There was only a little bit of the video shot because everyone was in shock as to what's happening there. And I'm chanting, Rajan is chanting, and another student of mine called Rimash is chanting. And the bell is going like this, dong, 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 dong. There's no wind, nothing there. The bell is shaking with our vibration of our chanting. Okay, that was the presence of Hanuman. He shows himself all the time. If you can see him and if he has his hand above your head, there's nothing that can stop you. He's the ultimate example of service, of dedication, of loyalty. and purpose. There's so many things you can learn from Hanuman. You have to read Hanuman's stories in the Ramayana. Then you'll understand who he is. He's dealt with a lot in the Sundarakanda of the Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana. You can understand Hanuman's character there.
Yeah. Also, Guruji, when we were doing the puja earlier, or when you were doing the puja, you were chanting mantras. So, like, why was your voice like it was in a more of a high pitch? Is there like any reason for it, or you just for the, or is it for the feel or something like?
Yeah. I mean, every sound creates, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be careful of what quality of sound you make when you do puja.
Okay.
Today, see people doing puja.
Yeah.
What is this? Gayatri, they will slap you and go. If that's how you want to call her. Okay?
Yeah.
Like when you call, even like you've seen in the movies, no? Akbar is coming, Jahapana, ye wo, are ye wo, so much
Yeah.
drama. Just for a king,
Right.
how much should be a sound to call a Devi? To announce a Devi's arrival. To announce Shiva's arrival. That's what you saw there.
Yeah.
Because you called Shiva that morning and he came.
Hmm.
I praised him.
Yeah.
I told him, be with me today. Protect my lingam just like you protect your lingam. That's it. And you create that lingam around you. Understand that it's there. Perfectly round. No edges. No sharp edges, no nothing. Just a lingam. And Devi is spinning around it. And we're like, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm the only one who smiles while doing the puja because I feel all this.
Yeah, we saw that
But
today.
people don't even smile when they're doing the puja. God, I feel like hitting them with a stick. God is only hitting them every day coming. Improved. Today also, improved.
I feel like they just want to get over with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that, man? This is how we are with everything in our life. We don't want to get our hands dirty. We want to put some plastic and finish it there only. Like, come on, man. You need to know about everything that affects your life. You have to know everything about everything that affects your life. Why you don't know? Thames Nadi said, this much education is enough. You're like, enough. Okay, great. I'm educated now. Now I'm educated. No, man, your education is not even started. Until you come to a yoga akhada, you're educated. I said akhada, okay, not ashram. Somebody's like, where's your ashram? Do you know the meaning of ashram? A home for destitutes. That's the meaning of ashram. And if you go and see, all the mental people will be in yoga schools called ashrams. They're just there because they got psychological issues. That's why they're there. When they get healed from there, they come to me. So they're doing good job, ashram. They're taking in destitutes, healing them and sending them. After they get healed, they have nothing to tell them. Then you need to go to an akhada. Huh. You come to an akhada, when you're coming in only, it'll be like you're entering some Chhatrapati Shivaji's hideout. That's how you'll feel when you come in there. That's the feels, okay? That's an akhada. So, to be in an akhada is not, not for the faint-hearted. It's for those who are really want to be warriors, like really. And learn how to fight in a tribe, in a vyuha. There's so many secrets in the Tirumantiram also about having a tribe and why that is important for a yogi. No Siddhar was alone, man. He had a tribe. Yeah, they used to meditate alone, but they had a tribe having their back. No Rishi was alone. They were a Rishi tribe. Okay, so similarly, we also had to make tribes no matter whether we're Rishi or not, because it is, if one lingam itself is so beautiful, imagine if so many lingams come together and form a really exquisite Shivlingam. One identity for a tribe. Everyone wins. We don't leave the battle if someone is wounded. We take them. If you die, everyone dies. If you live, everyone lives. Like that. That kind of attitude. And that's how we could survive so much. Our ancestors, they must be so distressed looking at us round like potatoes. Where is that athleticism where we used to go hunt a bison? 4 people would go hunt a bison. 10 people will go hunt an elephant and eat it for 2 months. Who has that kind of physical just the Maasai warriors? Nobody's left. Have you seen the Maasai warriors? Do they look like gym bodies? But when they stand in front of you, I promise you, you will shit bricks. You'll be like, I just hope this guy is always happy with me. You don't want him to throw that spear in you, and he can stop a lion just with his posture. Hey, he'll say the lion will stop. You know. So there are people like that, living like that, and I've lived with them. That's the akhada. So now what I'm doing here is making the akhada accessible to more people who are fed up of Thames Nadi. But it's not a public place. I don't invite anyone. It's not an ashram. You can't come here just to see me. If you come here, you'll come here with a proposal for mutual benefit. Otherwise, you can't come here. Right? You guys wanted to make a podcast. I wanted to get my message out. It's mutually beneficial. So I encourage that. But I don't encourage just walking in here. Like nobody's even allowed. You saw the signs on my door, keep out and all. That's how people know it's my house.
So, I think we have heard a lot from you. I just want to know what are the few temples in India you would suggest everyone should visit?
Go to the Jyotirlings.
Yes.
And then if you have the budget and the energy, you go to the Shakti Peeths. These two are the most important. Among that, Kamakhya is one of the important Shakti Peeths where you will learn from her. If you hang around there, you'll learn from her how to create. Yeah.
But they say now, like Kamakya has lost its the true power because people can't misuse it. There are people going like tourists without having any knowledge. So, should you really have some knowledge to before you enter the place?
No, you just need to have your senses open and you'll sense her presence. She's not weak in any way. You have to go there with a higher awareness. So first practice yoga, then go before you go to spiritual places. The value you get when you're not a yogi in a spiritual place is like 1% of what a yogi gets. Yeah. People just go do some ritual, something they don't know. Was there any effort? No. Go to Tirupati, they'll push you, then you'll be gone. That's it. For you, it's more of surviving that mosh pit that they made there. And even Chamundi, if you go, it's like people be pushing you. No one pushes me, man. Tirupati, Chamundi, wherever. If I go there, they don't put their hand on me. It's energy field. I can stand there, pray to Amma how much I want, and come out. That's a force field. So that's when a yogi goes to a temple. I can go to any temple in India and they give me honor. Places where people are not allowed, also, I can go and they'll take me.
Could you share some?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
You're not allowed. Like humans are not allowed in such places unless you're a yogi. So, yogi has a passport to go anywhere. Any spiritual place, any place of power in any continent, in any country, whether it's Australia, South America, anywhere, we can go. It's an international spiritual visa, interplanetary also. So that's why I'm saying, like, what people are expecting. How can you better, if you're not a yogi, there's nothing better than going with faith and bhakti and humility and surrendering and saying, I don't have any knowledge, I don't have any clarity, I don't have any purpose, I don't have any energy. Can you please give me all these things? Thank you very much, Mother. I want to be your proud son or daughter, and I want to live with power like you. Thank you very much. Make this prayer sincerely. Enough. But should I also do 40 Hanuman Chalisa when I'm standing at the back of the Hanuman temple near his tail, Guruji? No. You go home. Okay? Because there also you'll do it like you would, like Thames Nadi, right? How many of you really know the subjects you're studying, man? Nothing you know.
Yes.
It also doesn't make sense, Guruji, sometimes. Like
Yeah, it
whatever
makes
is
no
studying.
sense, right? They don't
Yeah.
teach you anything. So that's everyone's spiritual knowledge also. Some cartoon spirituality, and they're not ashamed of it.
Hmm.
They think this is being woke. What to do?
Hopefully, everyone realizes that soon and find their true purpose.
Yeah. You can't keep changing your link from every day to every day to every day. The shakti in your life will be like a washing machine. if you do that. You gotta be smooth if you want her to be smooth with you. You gotta be a smooth criminal. Then she'll be smooth with you. She likes bad boys. Huh. Then she'll be smooth with you. Just like girls. Girls will like the smooth lingam, not the one who's like out there clumsy, begging, pathetic. You know? So just like that, remember Shakti is a woman. She's feminine energy, feminine sexual energy. Feminine sexual energy of nature. You can see, right? One fruit there, one fruit there, one flower there, one then, feminine. Can you see? How many berries I ate on the way here? So delicious. Feminine energy. That's what it is. If you're a stable lingam only, you'll see all these fruits and everything. If your lingam is fluctuating all the time, you just won't see the feminine sexual energy around you. You'll miss it. So, because it's so jagged, because you're so jagged, she appears to you so jagged. I told you you're Shiva. And Shakti does not tolerate a pushover Shiva. She will push him over. She'll make him Shava.
I think there are, I think, we could keep recording till night, You have a lot of knowledge to share, but hopefully we'll keep some for the next time.
Great.
Yes, it was a really big blessing that we could get to do
Yeah,
it
we
with you.
got to learn so much, and also the
So many
viewers.
things.
I'm sure that they would have learned a lot from
Great.
this.
Great.
Thank you so
Great.
much for
Great.
doing this. Do you
Yes.
wanna?
I have just one message.
Yeah.
Swasti to
Yes.
all. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, may good happen to all of you
Yeah.
and to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Guruji. Thank you.